All right. Hey, folks, what's going on? It's me, Andrew Westmoreland, back again with yet another stream. I'm going to make this one quick and brief today. I have a lot going on. I'm trying out some new things. So, hopefully, we can get this a little nicer in the future, but yeah. Let's see, can I make this a little quieter? Okay. All right. All right, so we have a clip of Zohran Mamdani's speech from last night when he won the election in New York City. I'm going to bring this up here, share screen. Really should be the entire screen. Share audio. Okay. All right. Let's roll it.
If anyone can show a nation betrayed by Donald Trump how to defeat him, it is the city that gave rise to him. And if there is any way to terrify a despot, it is by dismantling the very conditions that allowed him to accumulate power.
Donald Trump was actually born in New York City, so he's more New Yorker than you.
How we stop Trump, it's how we stop the next one. So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you.
Jesus.
Turn the volume up.
So which one is it? So he wants Donald Trump to turn the volume up against him? Because you're not going to win that, buddy. You're a mayor of a city. He's the president of the United States. Like, the two are not the same.
We will hold bad landlords to account because the Donald Trumps of our city have grown far too comfortable taking advantage of their tenants. We will put an end to the culture of corruption that has allowed billionaires like Trump to evade taxation and exploit tax breaks.
Yeah.
We will stand alongside unions and expand labor protections because we know, just as Donald Trump does, that when working people have ironclad rights, the bosses who seek to extort them become very small indeed. New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of
Okay,
tonight,
but
led by an immigrant.
that's cool, but this is United States of America, not an international, anybody and everybody could just come here kind of thing. Like, come on, guys.
So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us.
That easy. We'll just send in ICE and we will deal with all of that. Because ultimately, that's what's going to happen, right? Is we're going to get into the situation where the people are just fed up and they're going to say, listen, man, we're not doing this anymore. Oh my God. Testing, testing, testing. Testing my audio. Okay, I'm going to switch back over to the speaker that was on, which I don't know why it would just do that. I'm sorry, the microphone it was on. So let's see. Testing. All right. Well, apparently I had it on some other microphone for some reason, and the audio was super trashy. So I apologize.
If anyone can show a nation betrayed by Donald Trump how to defeat him, it is the city that gave rise to him.
Yes, Donald Trump was born in New York City. He's more American than you.
To terrify a despot, it is by dismantling the very conditions that allowed him to accumulate power.
You mean capitalism?
This is not only how we stop Trump, it's how we stop the next one. So
sure is sniffling a lot. Must be some sulfur coming out.
I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
You don't want that. You don't want ICE to come in there. In fact, he could be deported possibly because of his immigration status. His application could have been fraudulent. I doubt they're going to go that route, but I wouldn't be surprised that, if lawsuits start getting filed.
We will hold bad landlords to account because the Donald Trumps of our city have grown far too comfortable taking advantage of their tenants.
When has Donald Trump been a bad landlord?
That has allowed billionaires like Trump to evade taxation and exploit tax breaks.
Like, what are we even talking about?
We will stand alongside unions and expand labor protections because we know, just as Donald Trump does, that when working people have ironclad rights, the bosses who seek to extort them become very small indeed.
Okay.
New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant.
Okay. Like, am I supposed to be impressed by this or something? Like, I don't... Commie Mamdani.
So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us.
We will take that bet. Yes, sir. We have no problem going through you. Yeah, this guy, I'm telling you right here, man, like, at a certain point, we are going to be experiencing more of this. This isn't the last. We've heard of him. Obviously, he just got elected. It's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. Unfortunately. Now, this is New York City. I don't live in New York City, so it's kind of like I don't really care, none of my business. But at the same time, this is New York City. This is like what our what's the word? Our it's like a primary city, like our model city, the city that everyone thinks of as the United States. They think of New York City, you know. And the fact that we have a democratic socialist, which is a communist, let's be real, a democratic socialist as the mayor of New York City, it's a problem. Okay. It just shows just how bad things have gotten. Unfortunately, we have low IQ voters. You know, these people don't understand that Democrats for generations have completely degraded the system. They have degraded everything locally. They have overtaxed the systems. They have completely let infrastructure go to hell. You know, all of these social safety nets and things are completely overtaxed and overburdened, and they're doing all this in oh, we have to go to socialism now. Oh, you know, democratic socialism. You know, this is the only way forward. And don't forget, let's import unlimited amount of immigrants here from all over the world because we need more people. At a certain point, we have to say, no, enough is enough. You can't just keep doing this indefinitely. Obviously, what you were doing is not working. You need to try something else. Something else is not saying, let's go to democratic socialism, aka communism. You know, that doesn't work. And it's really disappointing to see so many people voting for this and supporting this kind of stuff. So let's see. Yeah, he was saying a lot of stuff about free. What the hell?
I like Cuomo.
Who are you voting for mayor?
I like Cuomo, but I think Mamdani might be pulling the lead a little bit with me.
What's your favorite example
Why?
of socialism that's worked?
I don't have a big example of it, of socialism.
Like between Venezuela, Cuba, Soviet Union, what's your favorite one?
Man, you put me on the spot. I'm gonna have to go Cuba. Man, I'm gonna have to go Cuba.
What?
Yeah, let's go there. It's just so complicated for me. I got so much information in my head, but I'm gonna go with
There's
that.
Do you think
nothing
Mamdani's the future
complicated
of the
about
Democratic
this.
Party?
I mean, I hope so.
Who are you voting for mayor?
I like Cuomo.
This is sad. I don't get it. It's crazy because he basically ran on I'm not an American, you know, I am this international person, and then he won. And I'm telling you, man, like this guy gives pure antichrist energy. I know a lot of people like aren't gonna accept that, but everything about this man is just giving fake. He's young, he's charismatic, he is a religious figure of one of the world's biggest religions. You know, he's an immigrant. He speaks multiple languages. He's charismatic and generally considered likable. But I'm telling you, when I'm looking at this guy, it's giving antichrist energy. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but what I'm telling you, please heed this warning. Let's see. Why is don't know why it's displaying my name. I didn't need that. Thank you. Oh, man. This person's claiming his speech last night was insurrection. I mean, I didn't listen to his full speech. See, again, this is exactly what I've been talking about. Like, this guy is like, he's literally the candidate for other countries. Like, you know, you have Rashida Tlaib, who is like, she cares more about Palestine than America. You have Ilhan Omar, who cares more about Somalia than America. You know, you have AOC, who cares more about a whole bunch of list of countries more than America. The list goes on and on. And this thing is like, they're openly now saying they're campaigning for immigrants, they're campaigning for Muslims, they're campaigning for all these other different demographics. They're not interested in just being there for Americans. Cool. He's literally pushing into cop, and of course he was never arrested for that. Okay, can we? Thank you. Okay, that one won't.
We have won because New Yorkers have stood up for a city they. We have won because New Yorkers have stood up for a city they can afford. A city where they can do more than just struggle. And it's where the mayor will use their power to reject Donald Trump's fascism, to stop mass ICE agents from deporting our neighbors, and to govern our city as a model for the Democratic Party.
You know what's crazy is when I say like he's giving Antichrist energy, there's multiple reasons for that. But another part too is just the fact that he's saying like all the right things, right? He's saying like, oh my gosh, we need to help people. This is doing the right thing. And, you know, the way he's portraying himself is that like, this is like this super, super positive movement. The fact, though, is everything that he is describing is the consequences of his policies and what he's saying. It's going to have the opposite effect. So I'm curious how. I guess this is the toxic sympathy and empathy, the narcissistic sympathy and empathy. The suicidal sympathy and empathy. Half of the people are too dumb to understand that he's fake and that everything he's advocating for is just to seize power for him and his ilk. The other half, they don't really care about what he's saying. What they care about is that he makes them feel good. Is it Mamdani or Mamdani? Yeah, Mamdani. Yeah, so that's the thing is like when you're a narcissistic empathy or sympathy type of person, that's what they're doing is they're pretending like they care about the situation because it gains them favor and points. $0.50 posted this. I mean, this is the thing, man. It's just like, oh my god.
Guys, can I ask you how you feel about Zoran winning?
I'm happy about it.
Why are you happy about it?
I don't know. I don't really know. I just do.
Really?
Yeah, because I keep seeing all the like cute TikToks of him like partying and clubbing, and honestly, he's like one for the people, you know?
That's why you support him?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. And there you have it, folks.
No, I mean, I hope that he can get some of the things done that he's saying he's going to do.
Like what?
Well, he wants to help people with their rent. He wants to help people with transportation costs.
Who's going to pay for that?
I have no idea.
Let me tell you something, man. If you saw that video I did the other day, yeah, there was a clip on TikTok, and the guy was talking about exactly that. They're gonna stick stuff in their butt as they loot. This, it's like, okay, man, like no one's actually gonna do that. But yes, I agree. I don't understand. I always thought that people were more sane than this,
Well,
but
look at
apparently
this.
not.
This is your booth, right?
All right, enough.
Look at this.
Enough. I don't think you're here to have a.
I am. I absolutely am. You're out here selling Zoran merch, and you don't even know what he wants to do.
I just said a couple of things that he wants to do.
You have no idea how it will be implemented.
I know he has ideas about
He
it.
has concepts of a plan, right? Every time. It's like geese to seed.
They don't even know what he stands for.
Free
It's
food.
just selling his merch.
Free buses. Free housing. They fall. It's literally geese to a seed. They fall for it every time.
Fucking fire.
Why?
Because it's giving me a little bit more hope of the society that we're moving to.
What the hell just happened to my camera? It literally died. Hold on. Seriously? This might be a really short stream. Okay, it came back. Don't know what the hell happened there. My camera just died on me.
Towards,
Why does it give you hope?
I'm digging myself in a hole, I fear.
What's your favorite Zoran policy?
Probably like making education more reliable and equitable.
How do we do that?
I don't know.
How do you feel about Zoran Mamdani winning?
Oh, I feel fucking amazing about it. It's such a win
Why?
because we need people like him in office and someone who's under the age of 79.
What's your favorite Zoran policy?
I have no idea. I'm not from New York.
Okay. Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate it. Why?
Of course, liberal white women, yet again. Toxic, suicidal, and narcissistic sympathy and empathy.
Do you support him if you're not from New York?
Because I support innovative thinking and democracy.
Is it innovative though? We've done it before. It failed every time. Laos, Vietnam, Cuba, China, Russia, Berlin twice, Italy.
I'm an optimist.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just keep doing the communism. It'll try this time. It'll work this time.
I mean, the free buses would be a big one. People already take advantage of the fact that you can just hop on the back, so may as well make them free so more people have access to transportation so we can clear up those subways before
It's
someone
always
can-
liberal white
How do we
women.
pay for that?
That's a politician's question. I'm so confused.
Did you vote for Zoran?
I did vote for Zoran.
Well, when you vote for him, you probably want to know how he's going to implement those policies, yeah?
I think it's not just on him, it's on the whole team. So I think once he gets the finance committees and city planning committees in, I think they'll come up with a great plan.
But so far, no plan.
It's the first day of election. I think right now we celebrate and tomorrow we get to work.
Guys,
How are you voting for something and you don't even know the plan? Like, man, we're cooked. We're cooked. Absolutely cooked. They don't even know what the policies are and how to implement them.
How are we feeling about the Zoran win?
So excited, happy, thrilled.
It's a good time to be a New Yorker. I'm very excited.
Ah,
Are you guys
what
excited?
the fuck is that?
for the people. He seems very just like, I'm hoping, at least that he's gonna do what he says he's gonna do. And it's cool to have an immigrant run as mayor, or be a mayor.
What does he say he's gonna do that you hope he does?
Affordable housing, I guess. That's my biggest one right now.
How do we pay for that?
I'm not sure right now.
Yeah. Okay. How about you?
I have nothing to add.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
think Cuomo is kind of an odd guy based on all the stuff I've read about him and seen online. And so, I don't know. I think it's time. Like, New York is full of so many different kinds of people, lots of which are immigrants. And so I think having an immigrant in the city is like something that's good for just.
Why is it like all white people saying this? Oh my god, I'm so glad. I'm so glad we voted in Commie Mamdani. Okay, ma'am, what's a policy of his? Oh, I don't know any of his policies, but I think it's great. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Why is that good?
Well, why do you disagree?
No, I'm just wondering why you think it's good.
Well, because I feel like he can talk to people more and understand them more than like someone like Cuomo.
Because he's an immigrant.
Yeah, because he gets it.
Don't you think that people who are actually like from the city would understand the city a little bit better as opposed to an immigrant?
Well, I think the city is made up of people who live here and like of immigrants, and I think like
There are immigrants here, but the majority of New Yorkers are native born New Yorkers.
Well, yeah, but I think a lot of immigrants are also New Yorkers.
Sure, but I fail to understand how that would make him understand New York better.
Well, he's also lived in New York for a while, so
Sure.
I would say he is a New Yorker as well.
But I don't think that makes him better equipped than a native New Yorker.
Well, I don't know.
A native New Yorker would still understand the immigrants in the city as well.
I think it's great.
You think it's great? Why do you think it's great?
Well, I think it's good to have difference of opinion, and yeah, I think it's amazing. But obviously, as a non-resident,
So, like, if a Nazi ran, you think that'd be good? Difference of opinion?
well, I suppose that's not too dissimilar from where the politics go in America at the moment. So yeah, I wouldn't say that.
You think that Nazism is similar to where America is right
Well,
now?
it's obviously quite a
What?
perspective. No, I don't think so, but it's certainly
Deport.
quite a different
Deport.
with Zoran being-
I need a deport button and sign.
Sure, I agree.
Deport.
I think that difference of opinion is a good
Send him
What do you
back.
think of him winning? Are you happy with
I think it's terrible.
Really?
I think the
What-
city,
what-
yeah.
why is that?
Well,
Send him
socialism
back
has
to
never
the
worked.
UK.
Socialist
Deport.
has never worked. It will never work. It's not an optimal system, even when you
Yeah.
implement small portions of it.
Okay.
The things he wants to do are just going to cause more chaos. He wants to not send police officers to violent mental health crises. He wants to send social workers. It's going to result in social workers getting harmed or killed. Furthermore, he wants to freeze rent, which is just going to cause, when the intention is to give poor people housing, it's just going to cause poor people's conditions to be worse because the landlords are not going to upkeep the buildings when the rent is frozen.
Yeah.
They have no incentive to. The buildings are going to go to shit.
That's
They're going to run out of power. They're not going to have
But do you not
fuel.
think it would be like moderated with like it's not just the one man running the show, right? There would be
Well, yeah, but if you freeze the rent, the landlords are not going to upkeep the buildings.
okay.
Right?
Okay.
And,
Yeah,
then
there's
it's
no
like,
incentive.
okay, well, if the government comes in and steps in and pays for the upkeep of the buildings, who's paying for that? Where's the money come from?
Yeah, well, it's a good question. Anyway, well, sorry. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
just.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no.
Thanks
What's
for
that for, by the way?
I'm just live on YouTube.
He represents for Palestine and regular people. I don't know that much, but he mentioned free bus and things related to the rent freezes and
my God,
obviously
bro.
the Palestinian issue is the
Bro.
most important. That's obviously
What
why he won.
the fuck?
I contest that Palestinians are more important than New Yorkers for the New York mayor, but how's a
I
New
didn't-
York mayor going to deal with foreign affairs?
You're putting words in my mouth, so thank you very much.
Well, you said it's the most important, more important than New
You're
Yorkers.
saying things I didn't say.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, it's the most important issue
How is a New York mayor going to deal with foreign affairs?
with people helping, because our government has no foreign policy. It's just takeover and power. Thank you.
I disagree, but
Feeling cautiously optimistic.
why cautiously optimistic?
Well, electoral politics will never get us where we need to go, but this is a start, I hope.
What will?
I don't know if I want to say on camera.
Revolution.
It's all right.
Violence and
It's not,
revolution.
but
Is
they
it like
do.
revolution, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
that's crazy.
That's it. That's literally.
Guys, how are we
what he's
feeling
saying.
about Mamdani winning?
Amazing.
Pretty great.
Why? Why?
Because I'm a socialist too, and it feels nice to have someone represent the policies I
Wow.
believed in for so long in the government.
When has socialism ever worked?
Socialism has not ever worked
Socialism.
other than Denmark,
Woo!
Sweden, Finland,
Let's
and
go
everything.
Those are some of the most
Socialism.
capitalist countries in the entire world according to the Economic Freedom Index.
Man, I'll tell you what. Hey, this is what New Yorkers wanted, so it's fine, right? Like this is what they wanted. Okay, is this gonna actually play something or? I can't hear anything. It's just a journalist question.
My message to ICE agents and to everyone across this city is that everyone will be held to the same standard of the law. If you violate the law, you must be held accountable. And there is sadly a sense that is growing across this country that certain people are allowed to violate that law, whether they be the president or whether they be the agents themselves. And what New Yorkers are looking for is an era of consistency, an era of clarity, an era of conviction. And that is what we will deliver to them. And
I don't think
am looking forward to having conversations with Mayor Adams and his administration about the work of the transition to ensure that the handover is a seamless one and that it is one that benefits the shared work we all have to deliver for the people who call the city home.
Oh, Lord. Who are these people? Like, I don't. What does Trump have to say?
On November 5th, 2024, the American people reclaimed our government. We restored our sovereignty. We lost a little bit of sovereignty last night in New York, but we'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. We rescued our economy, regained our liberty, and together we saved our country. On November 5th, 2024,
I mean,
the
let's be
American
real.
people reclaimed...
It was pretty bad last night. It was pretty bad. In my state of Pennsylvania, we tried to vote out 3 Democrat Supreme Court justices because we vote for our Supreme Court here, and they have 10-year terms. And that failed. It was like 60 to 30%. So it wasn't even close. It's sad. I mean, it was a completely devastated in Pennsylvania. Like, not even close. In fact, let me pull it up. Pennsylvania election results. Well, this is a municipal. Yeah. Does it have their numbers? Yeah. 61% for Donahue. We'll just say 39% no. Daughtery, 61%. It's basically the same across the board. It's pretty crazy. Mayoral races. I mean, you're just seeing these numbers. Like, pretty much anything that's a decent sized city, it's just Democrat. I mean, this is a small city. I don't even call it a city. It's a town. Commonwealth Court judge, Superior Court. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, man, it wasn't good. It was not good at all.
She hasn't endorsed all your funding plans yet.
No, but she has said that this is of immense importance to her. And what I've said time and again is the funding plans I've put forward are the ones I think are most straightforward and direct. And also, if there's another means by which to raise the funding, the most important thing is that we actually fund this thing.
So, yeah, he can't do anything without money. So if Governor Hochul won't fund his socialist policies, then he's not getting funded.
These are the people that should know better. I think boomer liberals, they make less sense to me than like a dude that identifies as two-spirited, queer, like those people, right? Like those people are I just like, what am I hearing? What am I looking at? These people actually make less sense to me. Boomer liberals. How can you be alive for so long and actually witness some of these things and be alive in a time of Tiananmen Square and be alive during a time of maybe these guys were born in, I don't know when they're, I don't know, maybe they were born in the 40s or 50s. I don't know, but you were born in an era where you should know better, where you've seen some of these policies not work and you somehow say stuff like this.
And what about the government-run grocery stores? Do you think that that's a model that could work?
Yes.
And
I
why?
think there's too many hungry people and too many potatoes here that are $5 a pound.
Yeah, you got to lower the prices.
It's never worked before, so why do you think it's going to work
I'm
now?
excited that he gets young people excited, and I'm excited to see people standing in line, hopefully, to vote for something new.
And last thing, the number one comment I get on some of my videos is that socialism doesn't work. It's been tried many times. Why do you think it'll work?
This isn't socialism he's talking about, it's social democracy. Government should work
it is socialism.
to encourage people to thrive and be successful. Everybody thrive. It shouldn't be
He's
a matter
democratic socialist.
It should be equality, not supremacy.
These people don't even know what they're voting for, man. Like it's just all right. Like that. This is it. Like I'm done. I'm so done. Like we have to get rid of this concept of our democracy has failed. Okay, it's completely failed if we are allowing people to vote who don't even know who the fuck they're voting for. We should have to take a test. You should have to take a test to know the policies of everyone that you're voting for. Now, I understand if it's a small town and stuff like that, or the position is the seat that's open is nonpartisan and all this stuff. It's kind of like, well, the point is you should be able to give some basic information on this person. If you don't know anything about this person, maybe let's just say they were a write-in candidate or they ran unopposed. It's like, okay, fine. But when it comes to like major office positions, you should be able to articulate why you voted for that person. If you can't, then you shouldn't be allowed to vote. You should be able to say who all the candidates are. Now, granted, some of these systems are insane and there's like 10 people running for the same seat. But generally speaking, broadly, generally speaking, if you're voting for like a federal office, you should know who you're voting for. And if you cannot articulate a simple policy position of these people, you don't need to be voting. Okay, you're clearly not capable. Like voting is like in America, voting is like one of our most sacred duties and rights, and people have completely squandered it. Oh, Mamdani's saying good things. Let's just go ahead and do whatever to try to make this work. We're gonna vote him in because he's saying nice things. Free bus rides. I'm gonna make the buses go faster. But never mind the fact that how is he going to pay for this?
It should be a matter of bringing everybody up.
Yeah. Now that you're watching this, if you've been with us the whole show, we gave you like a lesson on fascism, socialism, communism, the differences. I've tried to, hopefully I've explained it as clear as I can. But now that you're watching this, do you now see through it? Do you now see why a lot of us like freak out and get on, TV and are passionate about this stuff?
Yes, because these people, they literally have no idea what they're voting for. They're voting for Antichrist type of policies. They're cheering. They love it. And you say, well, why? Why would you vote for this? You know, oh, he's great, he's fantastic, but you can't tell us anything about it. Tell me one thing you like about this guy. He can't. They can't tell us one good thing.
Brother in Islam. Sharia law starts now. Absolutely. Zohran Mamdani, Islamic Caliphate, our brother in Islam, Islamic Caliphate of New York starts today, baby.
God, there is just something so electric, so satisfying about knowing that my MAGA parents, wherever they are probably having a horrible night tonight. Oh, I literally just got goosebumps thinking about it. Like they are in such a bad mood probably about the fact that Zoran just won and Prop 50 is gonna pass. Like, wow. God, I'm sorry. It just makes me feel good that my MAGA parents are probably upset right now.
When the day starts with Dick Cheney being dead, it ends with Mamdani winning. Oh, yes. Oh.
You people are sick.
I'm so happy. Oh my God.
They're literally evil. Like they are bewitched by the Antichrist. I'm telling you right now, like this political cartoon is a wolf or a fox. I can't tell which. Standing at a lectern. Actually, it's elevated, so it's a podium. With sheep surrounding him, and he's giving a speech. He says, once elected, I will be vegetarian. Yeah, right. I did hear word that there are thousands of Jews tens of thousands of Jews planning to flee New York City now.
Good morning to all the New Yorkers and good luck with your new mayor. My name is Tzvi Haskeli and I warned before years ago that the quiet jihad, the political Islam, gonna conquer all over the world, especially in the West. And now it's happened in New York. Less than 3 decades after the 9/11, when the aircraft hits.
I think he's an Israeli Jew, so we don't really care what he says. He's not an American, so let's see. Seriously, do these people not have jobs? Now, granted, for me, I have weekdays. My days off rotate. I have a AB schedule, and I have a Sunday, Monday off, and then the following week I'll have a Tuesday, Wednesday off. 7 days and then 3 days on. 7 days on, 3 days on schedule. But yeah, these people never work. Like you're allowed to celebrate, but Jesus.
Are you the one that was in the car right there?
Yes.
You pulled
I'm
over to
watching
say
you
hi.
for the past 3 days. So many times. It's amazing. I'm from communism.
Okay.
Okay? This is crazy. Like, seriously. I don't know what they want to resist. I have no clue.
I can't get in.
Yeah, sure. Of course. I've been to communism, all of that stuff, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Where are you from?
Hungary.
Oh, wow.
So back in the days, it was it was actually communist.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it sucked. So I don't understand those people in this country who actually are saying.
What do you think about Mamdani about to win and be the mayor of New York, a proud
God bless
communist?
New York.
Yeah, that's why we're here in
Seriously,
Florida,
listen,
right?
I live behind the Iron Curtain. Making things like that to want socialism and want communism is one of the dumbest thing anybody can say in this country. And I would literally make it as a college requirement that you have to go for 3 months as a volunteer to a third world country to actually notice how good you have it. Because that's the only solution. Because what's going on in colleges, it's ridiculous. They don't really understand anything whatsoever.
How do you think we got to the point where a communist, proud, out
out there communist is about to become the mayor of the largest city in our country.
We made it happen. Us. We wanted better for the children. So we let them do whatever they want, and you simply did not educate them. I mean, I have a friend of mine who has no idea what Auschwitz is. 42 years old.
Really?
Explain that to me. How can you possibly go through life of 42 years
You don't know what Auschwitz is?
of not knowing what that is? That's the scariest thing I have ever seen in my life. Nothing more scarier than that one. I don't even know how is that possible.
Yeah, I honestly am speechless. I don't know how that's possible. That's
Seriously.
insane.
And
Yeah.
that actually happens.
Yeah.
And that's education. There's no
I don't know, man. Like, we are in for some wild times. Now, this is just, oh my God, this is just New York City, but you know what happens in New York and California, it spreads. It starts to spread to other liberal places, and like it's a sickness, man.
As legislators. Oftentimes, we've even found as legislators, when we go into these courts, the term violent crime is even used when people are stealing packages. Violent crime is even used when people are accused of burglary and there happens to be a housing unit in that same dwelling. So violence is an artificial construction. And we have to be very clear.
What?
What's happening here?
What do you mean violence is an artificial
Violence.
construction?
That is violence at the highest degree.
Wait, what
We
is
have
violence?
Here with these district attorneys, that is violence. Clear that what is happening here with these district attorneys, that is violence. That is violence at the highest degree. We have oftentimes we've even found as legislators.
We're in a civil war. I hope y'all know this. They literally are electing communists. Now remember, for the last 10 years plus, we were telling everyone, hey, the Democrats are saying some stuff that sounds kind of commie. You know, they're getting a little communistic. And are like, y'all are crazy. So, you know, you're just trying to smear people. Calling people communists is just a smear tactic. Blah blah blah. And the whole time they just kept getting more and more commie. Bernie Sanders is Democratic Socialist. Then AOC and the Squad popped up. Democratic Socialists of America, DSAs. Zohran Mamdani, DSA, Democratic Socialists of America. Democratic socialism is communism. Nationalist socialist is fascism. Okay. Just because he's not calling himself a communist, well, that's smart, because communism is illegal and you can literally be arrested. Communists don't have the same rights as everyone else. They're actually exempt in the Civil Rights Act, if you want to look that up. And let's look that up together. Civil Rights Act, communism. Where does this say? Well, there's the Communist Control Act of 1954. The U.S. law that outlawed the Communist Party and made it illegal to support the party. Is it still active now? It's literally illegal. The purpose to outlaw the Communist Party and its affiliated organizations, asserting that they are not genuine political parties, but instruments of a foreign conspiracy to overthrow the U.S. government. Now, whether you believe this or not, this is the law. Provisions, the act criminalize membership. I'm pretty sure it's still active. So go get them, boys. Anti-communism used to oppose civil rights. Red baiting. Opponents of the civil rights movement used anti-communism as a tactic to discredit and attack activists, labeling civil rights workers as communists. They aim to sow fear and distrust in it. But even though the fact of the matter is a lot of them are communists and more communists, it's just true. Civil Rights Act of 1964, right? Communist clause, if I could spell. Here it is. It explicitly exempts members of the Communist Party from protection against employment discrimination. This means employers can take action against individuals who are Communist Party or affiliates, such as, and it's not unlawful. So, of all of the different things that are protected under the Civil Rights Act, race, color, religion, sex, national origin, communists are not protected. They are explicitly said in the Civil Rights Act that they are exempt from protections. So if you're an employer and you did not know that, if you have these DSA weirdos, I almost said a slur. I'm trying not to get banned, even though everyone's using slurs these days. But employers, if you have employees that are openly DSA members, socialists, all that stuff, you can terminate them. You can fire them because they don't have employment rights. But I'm not a member of the Communist Party. Well, I guess we'll challenge this in court because democratic socialism is communism. Democratic socialism is communism, just like National Socialism is fascism. Okay? Nice try. Cope harder. Lock these people up. All right, I'm going to keep this short. Basically, all you need to know. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting this trend. Literally, 0 men in this pick was named Zohran Mamdani, which is kind of the point. Like, they pretend like they come here and try to colonize us and conquer us, and then pretend that they're Americans. Oh, we're just as American as you. No, you have no ties to this land. Now, again, we can go back in time and be like, well, these people, they colonized and invaded, North America, and took the land from the Native Americans and the First Nations people and all that stuff, which is true. It was conquest. However, you have descendants today, myself included. I have a mixture of European and Native American and African DNA. This is my country. I have ties that go back on the white side and the black side hundreds of years, and then thousands and thousands of years on the Native American side. And then you have Zohran Mamdani, who's been here for like 15 years, saying he's an American. No, fuck you. You're not an American. You're an immigrant, and we tolerate your presence here. You do not have ties to this nation. You have ties to India. You have ties to, what was it, Nigeria? Wherever the hell he's from. Where is Mamdani from? Mamdani. Where was he born? He was born in Uganda to Indian parents. Like, bro, you're not even good at being an Indian. You're a freaking Ugandan. Like, this is what I'm saying is like, this is insane. Born in 91 in Uganda. I'm just like, okay, at a certain point, we have to be honest with ourselves here and just say like, dude, you're not an American. Yes, he's a Ugandan. He's not even an Indian. Like his parents are from India, right? His name is Indian. But the point of the matter, I'm like, bro, Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we even doing here? What are we doing? If you're gonna like pick socialists and communists and all that stuff, at least pick an American one. Like, this is like virtue signal maxing is what it is. He's a let me get this straight. Trying to get a clip farm here. Zohran Mamdani is a Ugandan immigrant whose parents are from India, and he's a Muslim. Did I get all that? Is there anything else? He's a Muslim immigrant from Uganda whose parents are Indian. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't put some LGBTQ, on here to like act, icing on the cake. It's just like, dude, there's just no way, man. I can't. You can't take these people seriously anymore. They're literally like virtue signal maxing. A double immigrant, triple immigrant. Again, you have freedom of religion and all that stuff in America, but most people don't consider people who follow Islam as properly American, right? Just like a lot of people might question if Jews are properly American. You don't have to agree with that. That's fine. That's fine. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of people do not consider Muslims to be properly American. On top of that, he's from Uganda, which is Africa, like sub-Saharan black Africa. And his parents are from India. Like, they're Indian nationals. This is like, dude, what are you? Like, this is just doing too much. It's doing absolutely too much. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. That would be going too far. Like, I mean, we already have like the Queers for Palestine movement, so it's not that far off. I just like, dude, this is ridiculous. Yeah, a lot of people are really pissed about this. I mean, I don't blame them. Actually, a lot of people are going to be leaving New York City. Okay, can we talk about this dude wearing a beret? Like, that's very militant.
Let me warn our new leader. If you try to implement socialism, if you try to render our police weak and impotent, if you forsake the people's public safety, we're not only organizing, but we are mobilizing, and we will become the mayor-elect and his supporters' worst enemies, worst nightmare. Yes.
Oh, he's the guardian angel. That's why.
Our new leader.
Okay, I actually do remember seeing him. Yeah, this is Curtis Anthony. Sliwa. I do have to wrap this up here fairly soon. Yeah, he's part of a crime prevention organization in New York City, and they're like borderline militant. So he wears a beret. It's a little much for me, but they're basically white or Italian Black Panthers. I guess they're. I don't want to say it like that. Like, it's not, to my knowledge, it's not like racial at all. But that's not the point. Well, he's already backpedaling because people asked him on the news today, is he like, how are you going to implement this? The governor of New York already said that she doesn't support most of your policies or a lot of them, and she's not going to give funding for it. So Oh my god, I hate this guy so much.
Let me say this. The billionaires spent a ton of money to stop Zoran Mamdani. And tonight is not just a defeat for Andrew Cuomo and Curtis Sliwa. It's a defeat for Bill Ackman. It's a defeat for Reed Hastings. It's a defeat for Michael Bloomberg. It's a defeat for James Murdoch. It's a defeat for the whole...
Mehdi Hassan needs to be deported so badly. Like, dude, this guy is from the UK. He was born in the UK. He is a radical Islamist, and I'm not being cute. He's a radical Islamist who's been caught on camera from decades ago, basically alluding or suggesting that non-Muslims are animals. They live like animals. This guy should not be anywhere near this country. I'm sorry.
Depot guy, it's a defeat for the Walmart woman, it's a defeat for Airbnb, it's a defeat for DoorDash, it's a defeat for all the billionaires who put all that money down, and the 34-year-old socialist beat them all. I don't know how Andrew and Chris Cuomo are feeling tonight.
Did you notice what he just said?
We have feeling tonight. Let's put up another graph. Socialist beat them all that money down, and the 34-year-old socialist beat them all.
I mean, they're not hiding it, but the fact remains that so many people have no clue that this guy is a socialist. He is a democratic socialist, which democratic socialist is a communist, just like a national socialist is a fascist. He's a communist. But that's what we're talking about. We've been talking about that. And they bought into this because nobody knows what the fuck is going on anymore. That's exactly why. Nobody knows what's going on anymore, man. Everyone is glued to their phones, but nobody is actually like looking this information up. You have like the summation of human history on these phones. You know, you have access, basically unfettered access to the internet. Like, there's no excuse not to know that this guy's literally a communist. He's literally a communist. Sorry, I texted my fiance. I'm eating alone, so I'm gonna wrap up here and make some dinner. Yeah, it's a story as long as time, right? You have your average citizens. Let's be real. I'm not trying to be rude or nasty or derisive, but the average person is not very smart. And they don't, frankly, most people don't have time to sit here and watch news and politics all day. Okay? I don't even have time to do that, right? If I ever get to a point where, you know, this pops off and, you know, this becomes a main source of income, then we can talk about that. But for right now, I spend maybe an hour or two on my phone, and even then, I can't keep up with the news. Not even close. I can't keep up with what's going on. Yeah, exactly. It's sad. Go back.
I would say this, by the way. Do you remember how many times they all mispronounced his name?
Oh my God.
I just listened to Tish James. Tish James mispronounced his name as well. But when she does it, it's sweet.
Honest mistake.
Honest mistake. When Cuomo does it, it's deliberate. When Elon Musk called him Mamdani today, he tweeted Mamdani. Elon Musk called him Mamdani. The Caroline Levitt called him Zamdani. Cuomo called him Mamdani. Well, guys, you're going to have to learn his fucking name now. And
for God's sakes, man.
A-M-D-A-N-I.
Zoran Kwame Mamdani. That's the name of the next mayor of New York City.
We've got to deport, man. Deport! Deport them all! Kick them out. Deport! They gotta go. Gotta go, man. all socialists.
Dio prioridad a las necesidades de los neoyorquinos luchando por sobrevivir en esta ciudad. Estoy muy
You're
orgullosa
speaking
de formar
Spanish in New
parte
York
de su
City and
equipo
not
de
English
transición
at a
y
press
estoy
conference.
lista para trabajar con usted para que dio prioridad a las
Bro, like, we're conquered. This is like conquest, is what this is. We're being conquered before our eyes. Mamdani didn't quote Washington, Jefferson, or Lincoln. He quoted, I can't say that, Jawaharlal Nehru, the socialist who crushed Hindus and empowered jihadis. Jawaharlal Nehru, the Marxist founding father of socialists, Indian socialism. Cool.
Standing before you, I think of the words of Jawaharlal Nehru. A moment comes but rarely in history when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends and when the soul of a nation long suppressed finds utterance. Tonight we have stepped out from the old into the new. So let us speak now with clarity and conviction that cannot be misunderstood about what this new age will deliver and for whom. This will be an age where New Yorkers expect from their leaders a bold vision of what we will achieve, rather than a list of excuses for what we are too timid to attempt.
Well, let me ask you, what country are you from? I'm always curious to know where people are from. Because it's easy for me always to talk shit about other countries, you know. I sit here and talk crap about my own all the time, because I obviously, everyone's going to have their opinions about things. But this is just, like, this is wild. A cash bar at his victory party. You can't even get a free vodka from this guy. So something tells me free food and buses ain't coming. Congrats, suckers. Oh, man. Uh-oh.
Ivan, I hear you don't have to pay rent anymore. Is that true?
I know what was coming.
Ellie, you don't have to pay Ivan rent anymore. Just letting you know. You have the new mayor. You don't got to pay no money. Everything's free.
And the bus is free.
Everything is free.
Hey, sounds great, right?
You okay with not getting rent, Ivan?
Are you okay with selling and leaving?
Leaving? We're
Yes.
gonna leave to Ivan. Ivan, where are you leaving to?
I'm leaving to North Carolina.
Yes.
See,
Ivan,
and
I
they're
hear you-
joking, but did you see how serious he was at the end? This is it. Like, this is an actual
You don't have
immigrant
to pay rent anymore.
who's
That's-
joking
New
about
mayor,
it,
you don't
and
gotta
he's
pay-
probably a tenant, has a building or something, or has some storefronts, and he's like, it's time to go. This is a real immigrant, somebody who probably, again, I don't know this guy, but he'd look at him. He's dressed like a regular common person, a working class man, and he's talking about leaving. Go figure. You are an ex-Muslim from Morocco, third world country. Man, Morocco has a beautiful culture and history, though. So that's really cool. As for being ex-Muslim, I have my opinions about the religion, but I guess history will tell who's right, who's wrong, if such a thing ever will be resolved. I have an American bias. We are based in, Anglican. Well, it's not really Anglican. We are Protestant Christians. That's what America was founded on, Protestantism. We have allowed other religions to come here. But yeah, my opinions on Islam is I would say very negative. Hello there. How you doing, Lance Corporal Veteran? I don't live in New York City. I don't live in New York. I am in Western Pennsylvania, southwestern Pennsylvania, near Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is like a 30-minute drive from me. Well, 20 minutes on the edges, actually. The suburbs of Pittsburgh is 20 minutes away. But yeah, they're not doing too good right now. Everything's free till you run out of other people's money. That's right. The country is one of the first to recognize the United States and has the longest friendship with the United States. Yeah, Morocco is really interesting. It's one of the few Middle Eastern countries, Middle Eastern, North African, depending on who you ask. Very interesting culture and history. Very interesting. Ancient people there. Yeah, I just... Zohran Mamdani, horrified to discover he now has a job from the Babylon Bee. Excellent satire. I think the reason why so many white women voted for him, so many women in general, I mean, look at him. He's a moderately attractive young man, 34 years old. He's not bad looking. He has a decent smile. He's well spoken. People are, unfortunately, politics. If you're not attractive, you're gonna have a harder time. But that's Antichrist energy. The Antichrist is supposed to be young, charismatic, well liked, attractive. So I guess time will tell. When I was in my late teens, 1920, and Obama came into power, I say that's not true. I was in my early 20s when Obama came into power. That was 2008 and 9. Yeah, I was 4 years removed from high school. So you do the math. And yeah, I was like, man, I hope Obama isn't the Antichrist. I would be like, that would suck. A black man, half black man being the Antichrist. That's not cool, man. A Muslim Indian man. I can see it. I think having a negative view of Islam is the right way to go. He should not respect a 7th century death cult founded by a warlord. There is a lot. When people actually do the research on Islam, you'd be shocked. Like if you don't know anything about Islam, I highly suggest whoever is watching this or a rebroadcast or a clip or whatever, you should start researching it. It's not what you're being told by the media. They say that this is like a peaceful religion. That's not true. And then people will say, well, what about Christianity? Christianity is not peaceful either. Just read how God, decimates multiple cities, Sodom and Gomorrah, turns people into salt and ash and, nukes cities and all that stuff, and commands people to do these horrible massacres and atrocities and genocides. Okay. And then when you actually read the New Testament, when there's a new covenant, when those things are no longer active anymore, a lot of them, Jesus overrid a lot of those old things, or clarified that those things were for that time. You kind of are like, okay, well, the two are not the same. There is no mention in the Bible, to my knowledge, when it is appropriate for a man to marry a woman, or what age that is. However, in the Quran, it does. And let's just say it does not follow Western standards. It is, prepubescent females are permitted to be married, and that is permissible. That's just one example. I'm not going to keep rambling on much longer here, but Okay, that's funny. Yeah, I'm telling you, there are people that are going to be fleeing. A lot of Jews have made it very clear they are leaving New York City because they have a Muslim communist. Again, I'm not trying to be cute by calling him a communist. He is actually a communist. A democratic socialist is a communist. Just like a national socialist is a fascist. He has won the mayoral race in New York City. And it matters. This is huge international news because this stuff matters. What happens in these major states and cities has a ripple effect around the country and the world. You can throw a pebble. It would be like throwing a small pebble from 100 feet into the air into a lake. Well, because of the height and the velocity and all that, when it hits the water, those ripple effects are going to be felt pretty far, right? You could throw a boulder in the lake, but it's from a low height and it may not have the same amount of ripples. It just all depends on you understand the analogy. Yeah, Rhodesia, and wow. It's just really fascinating how people say history repeats itself. It's like, not really. History doesn't repeat itself. It rhymes. So things have similar outcomes because people are stupid and they have really, really short attention spans and they don't have history. They don't have a good sense of history. What is she? Oh, she's trying to make it so that somebody can't snatch her purse. Okay, yeah, I'm with the kid rolling his eyes. Yes, you have to do that out in public because you're making content. And I muted it because she's playing copyrighted music. Okay, why would you be at a bar or something by yourself or a restaurant by yourself to where you have to cover it because you're afraid somebody's going to put something in your drink? Girls, just stay at home. Oh, for God's sake. That shit don't work. I'm just being honest. I'm gonna let you know that's not gonna do anything. Do you think that a hungry, mentally ill homeless man is gonna stop raping or robbing you or murdering you because you have a rape whistle that has a flashing light? They're not gonna get girls. Boys and girls. So dramatic. Oh, before I leave here though, please pray for me. I will be in New York City on December 17th. I will be getting married in Central Park. Why my fiance wants to be in New York City, I don't know. I do know, but please pray for me. It's going to be rough. And New York, I can't bring guns or knives or anything. You have no self-defense right in New York. So no guns for me. Oh, here we go. The people who voted for Mamdani, and I'll leave it with this. Age by gender. This is Gen Z. Okay. Oh no, it breaks it down by the ages and stuff who voted for him. Okay. So, ages 18 to 29, which is 5% of the voting demographic. 68% voted for Mamdani. 30 to 44, 66%. 45 to 64, 45%, 65 plus, 36%. Women, 18 to 29, 84% of them voted for him. And then the rest of the demographics line up. So if you look at Gen Z, yeah, the difference between the Gen Z males and females, 68% to 84%. Yeah, it's completely lopsided. They all voted for him because he's young and attractive. And again, narcissistic empathy, toxic empathy, and suicidal empathy. That's I'm talking about it and not showing it. My apologies. This is liberal white women. I say white women, but Democrat females, Gen Z Democrats in New York City, 18 to 29, which is 6% of the population. 84% of them voted for Mamdani. So, yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. Fine, I'll play this Laura Loomer.
Alhamdulillah, there are 1 million Muslims in this city. 200,000 of us are registered to vote as Democrats. In the last election, only 7% of us voted. Now, I will not blame anyone because often it feels like there isn't much to vote for. But this June 24th, with early voting starting tomorrow, it is an opportunity. An opportunity for us to show that Muslims don't just belong in New York City, we also belong in City Hall. Because yesterday I stood on the debate and Andrew Cuomo stood next to me. And here was a man who was the governor for a decade and he could not name a single mosque he had ever visited. He could not name it because he does not care.
I'm going to be honest.
There are 1 million Muslims in this city.
I don't think people understand how massive New York City is. Even if he spent like 8 hours a day visiting as many places as possible, I don't know that he would be able to do it in 10 years. I'm just being honest. Like, New York City is so big. That being said, I don't know that I would go to a mosque, but that's just me. Anyway, I am wrapping this up here, so I appreciate everything as always. Thank you so very much, everyone, for everything that you do. Just being here, commenting, hitting that like button, hitting subscribe is a huge help for me. So, if you wouldn't be bothered, please hit that subscribe button and definitely hit that like button. So, thank you so much for watching. If indeed you still are, and I will see you all next time.